You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and if you're a Rubik's Cube fan, you'll probably like this game. It is called the Rubik's Game from Ideal, and I was looking at the side. Now let me do this. I want to take it out of the plastic, but before I take the plastic off, because it'll just be easier to see, look at that receipt from Toys R Us. The game was $7.97 way back when, and it's dated June 8th, 1982. All right, so let me get this out of the box because it's just going to be easier to see. And it's still sealed from back then. I know some people cringe when I do this, but you know, if you can't play with your toy or game and you just keep it in the box, that's not as fun for me. So there, it is gone. But is now documented in history. I'll probably save the price tag and some of the plastic and put that inside. Now, it'll be easier to see the actual game box without all the glare. For 2 to 6 players, ages 7 to adults, and you actually get this Rubik's Cube with the pegs. It says, place pegs on cubes, squares of your color. Twist a cube once 90 degrees to break up opponent's rows as you set up your own. 3 peg squares of your color in a row, you win. I see, so like this up here. That is a win. There we go. Let's see. Okay, yeah, same thing, same thing. Here's the back. It says Deluxe Version Rubik's Cube. I wonder if you could just play with it as a Rubik's Cube. I think you can. Peg holes, pegs, self-contained cube, and peg storage unit. Look for Rubik's Race and other great games from the makers of Rubik's Cube. Here it says, Cubists. This is the next step. The world's most famous puzzle challenge is no longer a solitary occupation. It's now a mind-stretching, all-absorbing, three-dimensional strategy game whose playing surface can be rearranged to form billions upon billions, wow, of different patterns. So choose your cube colors, place the pegs on your cube squares, trying for 3 peg squares of the same color, all in a row, all on the same side of the cube, and then give the cube a twist to foil your opponent's strategies. Challenge a friend to Rubik's Game. Now, I'm reluctant. Well, let me see if I can get it out of the box. You just never know. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get older games out. Plus, I have to make sure that the cardboard on the end stays intact. All right, here's a game. Look at this. All the way from 1982. Look at that. Never before out of the box. I am the first. Here is this. Here is the rules. Here is my stored cube. Nicely wrapped in plastic. Oh, and look, there's a piece broken off. Now imagine that. Back all the way from then. Look at the, oh, it just snaps in. Okay, so I'm not going to move it, but yeah, it's got the same feel. You hear that sound, that feeling in your hands. Everybody knows it when they've grabbed a Rubik's Cube and you jiggle it to get it to turn just right. Okay. Oh, I think we're going to have a problem with that. It looks like there's supposed to be glue on it. So I'll have to be careful with that one. So that's your storage. Okay, so that locks in. And then you put your pegs in there. Now look, there's a little twisty tie holding them. I guess I don't completely understand the concept of the game just yet, so we will see if you get one twist. All right, that slides out. Let's put all our pegs in. All right, now I put it back on. Now let's... Well, I don't want it to snap in like I did before. I want to make sure Oh yeah, it's got to. It has to pass that first... There's a notch there that holds this in safely. Cubists. This is the next step. Okay, let me just show you this. Object. Create a row of 3 peg squares of your colors, vertically, horizontally, diagonally, on one side of the cube. Okay, so that's your equipment. Preparation. Each player chooses. So if you have this, you need 54 plastic pegs. Each player chooses his own cube color or colors. Okay, so I'm going to say green, whatever that is. He may play pegs only on one square of his own color. His winning row of 3 peg squares must consist of only one of these colors, okay? 2 players, so it's a 2-player. There isn't a 1-player. I wonder why. maybe just solving the puzzle is your one-player version. 2 players. Each player chooses 3 cube colors as his own. It's easier to keep track of color if one player chooses the 3 lighter cube colors, while colors white, yellow, and orange, and the other chooses the 3 darker colors, green, blue, and red. 3 players. Each player chooses 2 colors. 4 players. Each player chooses 1 color. The other 2 colors are not used. 5 players. Each player chooses 1 color. The other 1 color is not used. 6 players. Each player chooses 1 color. Playing Rubik's Cube game. Into his turn, each player places a peg on a square of color and then twists a segment of the cube once 90 degrees along any axis. Rubik's rules. The player is not permitted to undo the twist of the preceding player. Remember, a winning row must consist of pegged squares of 1 color only, even if each player is using more than 1 color, as in 2 or 3 player game. Alright, I guess I understand. Winning the game, the first player. Okay, so let's just take a look at this with the pegs. So that comes out. Let's take a peg. So I guess if I'm blue and I put this here, now I'm going to want to keep that there, right? So I would probably just make a twist like this. And then the next person who's a different color is going to want to say put one here, right? And then they're going to make a twist. Now they're probably going to want to move my blue away from my other blue, correct? Now I'm going to come back in since I am blue, and I'm going to do this. And then they're going to come back and say, They're going to put one somewhere and then twist, okay, to make it even harder now. So now the challenge is on. I guess I understand. All right. Let's look at this. Rubik's Cube game. Ideal Toy Corp, 1982. Newark, New Jersey, 07105. Made in Korea. Well, it looks like an interesting game. What do you think? Would you enjoy playing this with your Rubik's friends who are really good at it? I'm not sure. Oop, that blue piece. I might have to fix that. We'll see. Sometimes I just leave things as is. Alright, well, there you go. That is the game. Now you've seen it. I've tried to explain it. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you had this as a game. And if you enjoyed playing. And as always, thanks for watching and supporting Lucky Penny Shop. It is the Rubik's game. I know, it'd be nice to have a couple people playing for you so you could actually see the strategy. But we're here to just show you the games and check them out, all the pieces, the parts. And as always, thanks for watching, supporting the channel, sharing these videos on social media. So Rubik's fans, come on, share this, spread the word, and thanks for watching. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
pick it up.
Thanks for watching.